Well, a lot of you asked for it, and so here it is. Today we have part 2 of the 5 things you did not know about Carnival Cruise Line. So let's get into it. Welcome back to another video. My name is Brandon. If you like cruise news, cruise vlogs, and ship tours, make sure you click that subscribe button down below and ding the notification bell to be notified every time I upload a new video. So first up on our list, we have the Conquest Class ships again that were featured in the last video. They got their names as a tribute to the tragedy of 9/11. The tragedy of 9/11 occurred during the construction of Carnival's brand new class of ship, the Conquest Class, and as a tribute, Carnival gave every single ship in that new class of ship a very patriotic themed name. That's why we have the Conquest, the Glory, the Valor, the Liberty, and the Freedom. Each ship is decorated very patriotically as well. There's a lot of American flagged colors, red, white, and blue all over the place in those patriotic themed stuff. I know on the Valor, basically the giant wall between the staircase of Rosie the Riveter as you go up into the deck 10 portion of the buffets. So that's really cool, very patriotic, and it was kind of cool to attribute the names of these ships as a tribute to the disaster of 9/11. So number 2 on our list, we have Carnival's former ship, Tropicale, ushered in a modern era for modern cruise ships as she was the first purpose-built cruise ship, not only for Carnival Cruise Line, but up until that point, the only things that were being built was ocean liners. So she was one of the first cruise ships ever built, specifically that were not ocean liners, I guess. Not only was she the very first new build for Carnival, she was also the very first to receive that iconic whale tail funnel, which is now pretty much an icon or a symbol that pretty much is recognizable almost around the world now, which is really cool. She was the only ship in her class of ship and was 36,000 tons. She still sails to this day. She sailed for Carnival up until 2001 until she was transferred to Costa Cruises. And almost 40 years later, she still sails the ocean to this day. And right now in 2020, she is sailing under the name of Ocean Dream. Next up on our list, we have Carnival Magic. In 2011, Carnival Magic became the first ship to ever have a ropes course on board. Magic was the second of the 3 Dream class ships, and her sister Breeze received the ropes course as well when she launched the following year in 2012. Carnival Dream still has never received the ropes course. It's a little surprising that it wasn't added over the years in any of the dry docks that she's been in. The ropes course has many different obstacles you can make your way around the top deck of the ship. And the ropes course also made its way into the Vista class, the Sunshine class, which includes Sunshine, Radiance, and the Sunrise. And it will also make its way into the Mardi Gras with the new class of ship that is now debuting later this year. And a cool thing, Mardi Gras will have the first zip line for Carnival. The ropes course have made their way over into Norwegian Cruise Line as well on the Breakaway, Getaway, and the Escape. They were the first ones to have the zip line featured in the ropes course. But Carnival is the first to actually include a ropes course on board a ship, which is really, really cool. One of my favorite things to do. I always try to go on the ropes course at least once whenever I'm on a ship that has one. Next up on our list, we have Carnival has actually stepped in for disaster relief on several different occasions in the past. After Hurricane Katrina devastated New Orleans and the New Orleans area, Carnival took 3 ships out of service, the Holiday, Ecstasy, and Sensation, all to provide temporary housing for all of those who were displaced after Hurricane Katrina pretty much wiped out the entire area. More recently, we do have the Carnival Fascination that was chartered by the FEMA in order to provide disaster relief for the Virgin Islands and Puerto Rico that were destroyed by Hurricane Irma and Maria back in 2017. And also, I'm sure many of you have heard this recently, Carnival has also offered up some of its ships as temporary hospitals for non-infected patients during the current outbreak. But as of right now, none of those have actually been utilized to this point. And number 5 on our list, we have Carnival used to have their own airline. You can trace it all the way back to 1984. Carnival began chartering flights from Pacific Interstate Airways, and eventually Carnival bought the company in 1988. Carnival Airlines actually operated for about 10 years, and over the decade that they operated over 25 different aircraft over the decade, consisting of 9 Airbus A300s, 7 Boeing 727-200s, 7 737-400s, and 2 Boeing 737-200s. They mainly served the Northeast, LA, Florida, and the Caribbean, basically where all the ships were. In 1997, Carnival Airline was bought by Pan Am Corp, which is basically the remnants of Pan American Airways. And the merger basically was an attempt to pretty much try to save Pan Am and bolster their fleet basically, but eventually they ceased flight operations after filing bankruptcy in 1998. Just a little bonus fact, did you know that Carnival actually had their own video game? In 2005, Carnival had their own PC game called Carnival Cruise Tycoon Island Hopping. I actually have a copy of this myself, and I played a ton of this as a kid and still have it on my old PC. I definitely wish I could get it for my Mac because I would definitely still be playing it. I would really love for them to redo this, like remaster this game, but I don't really think the demand for a game like that would really be there, at least for like a mass amount of people, but I 100% would buy it. So I thought that was really cool, and I, of course, like I said, I do have a copy for myself. I really loved playing that game. It's a really cool game. You get to build up ships, kind of lay them out yourself. In the game, you would operate like a little ferry boat and kind of work your way up, and then you would eventually be able to purchase Carnival Holiday. Then you worked your way up to the Paradise, the Legend, and then the Conquest, which is one of the flagships during the fleet in 2005 when this game was launched. So really, really cool. I really loved playing that game. Anyways, that's all for today's video. Let me know down below if you knew any of these before or if any of these kind of caught you by surprise. Let me know down in the comments. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed part two of the 5 things you didn't know about Carnival Cruise Line. So I guess 10 things now. Anyways, that's all for today's video. I will see you on Monday for another video. Thank you for watching.